Dave. So let's start with the basic one. Okay, let's start with a couple basic ones to get you warmed up. Over under total points scored in the game 47 and a half.
I'm going to take the under on that. Yeah, you thought I was taking the over, huh?
I'm way on the over. That is surprising to
Yeah.
me. What's got you feeling that way? Just curious.
Um, I, I, the Super Bowl seems to always be. First of all, it's the Super Bowl, so everything that we've seen all year long doesn't always seem to come to fruition in the Super Bowl. I think it's set at 47 and a half for a reason. I think that these are two pretty good defenses. I mean, the Niners have a really good defense. Kansas City's been pretty decent throughout the year. I just see this game as a really tight one that is, I could see something like, I don't know, 13-10 or something like that at half. I just what my gut's telling me. You want the over, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the over. I think there's too many athletes on the field. I think that the defenses are good, but what I saw from San Francisco's defense against Detroit, I think they can be had a little bit. And the Chiefs, the Chiefs are spotty on defense as well. And I just think that Brock can extend plays and get the ball to CMC, and they can do some things that they can really put up some points too on the Chiefs. So give me the over, Dave. So check it out. The other basic one that I want to do is: Are you aware of who's favored in the game? Just curious.
49ers.
Okay, you are up to speed on that, Dave. They are
Yeah.
favored by 2 points. Let me know. What do you think?
Man, I first of all, I don't care. Second of all,
Wow,
yeah, I
really,
know,
Dave? Come on.
real hot take, but dude, I've got to take the Chiefs +2, and I just hate saying that. Sorry, Gage. I I don't know, man. This is how I quit. It's like the 49ers are the better team, Brant. They are. They should be favored. They are the better football team. They're
Mm-hmm.
also very beatable. They looked beatable throughout the playoffs. Now two nice comeback wins, right? Like don't get it twisted. They won those games and they should have won them. Um, but the Chiefs, I look at them. I look at them not being the same old Chiefs. I look at an offense that hasn't clicked the way it's always clicked under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. And at the end of the day, I just equate it to like, yeah, but they've got Michael Jordan over there. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Pat Mahomes is just different. He's Tom Brady different. He is. I just see this thing shaking out where it's like, yeah, you know what? The 49ers they really are the better team. They've been the better team all year, but there's a guy over there that just knows how to win. I mean, think about the Patriot teams that Tom Brady just somehow just pulled them to a Super Bowl. And it wasn't always Brady throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. It's just doing enough to win. And some guys are just winners, and it's just in their DNA. And love him or hate him, and his whole everything that represents him from his wife to his brother, and I get it. But we're looking at at potentially the one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Patrick Mahomes, and I don't think it's too early anymore to say that. So I know it's a long-winded way of saying I'll take the Chiefs +2. What about you?
Dave, I do like your thoughts. I will be on the opposite side of you, though. I will take the 49ers to cover for the simple fact of I want to see that happen, for one. And two,
I do too, man. I do too. I hope you're
I,
right.
obviously, I just think that so many people, Dave, a lot of people have your take, though. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes is just undefeated all the time in the playoffs. Like, it's just crazy with him. But I love this 49ers team. Like, I will be excited actually if they win. I think they're a good football team. I like their players. So give me the 49ers to cover. So Dave, let's hop right to the MVP talk. Let me give you 4 or 5 names that you would actually choose. So let's start with the obvious. Patrick Mahomes, he's plus 135. Brock,
I wouldn't bet on that.
okay, Brock Purdy plus 230. Now here go. Let's get to the real juice here. Christian McCaffrey plus 450. Travis Kelsey plus 1,300. Debo Samuel plus 2,500. Who would you take $50 and just be like, you know what? Let's try to make this money.
Travis Kelsey. I just I know.
I can't
I
do
know.
this.
I can't do it either. I don't even want to say it. Just you asked me what I would bet on out of all of those. First of all, I mean, this is a quarterback award. It's just like the MVP, everything. They're trying to find Mahomes or Purdy to give this to. However, plus 1,300 on one of the greatest tight ends in history that is just absolutely butter in the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes. I could see this being a game where it's like, once again, I'm saying low scoring, but I could see it being like, oh, Travis Kelsey had 9 catches for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like that might be enough. Like I don't know, but that's where I would put my money because I like the payout and I could see it happening. Debo, I'm just not entirely sure on the injury. I didn't see much against Detroit. Yeah, those odds are real nice. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't necessarily toss a lot of money on that one. What about you?
I'm going to definitely put my money on CMC. You wouldn't go sniffing around CMC for plus 425? I like that one.
I like that one too. That would be my my second one.
Behind Travis
Yep,
Kelsey.
absolutely.
Okay. And I mean, like you were saying with Patrick Mahomes, the plus 135 is just not enough return for, hey, it's a quarterback award. I get it, but I think you get much better odds with Christian McCaffrey running in 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. So they're definitely going to give him the award if he goes for multiple touchdowns. So let's go. Let's get to some fun ones. Dave, over under in the game, total sacks 4.5.
I will take the under on that.
Slippery quarterbacks, guys that don't get sacked a ton.
Both of them are. I mean, you saw it. The Lions fans, unfortunately, saw that front and center against the 49ers. Purdy can escape. You might not call him a running quarterback. I mean, you might not. I wouldn't consider Patrick Mahomes a running quarterback. He runs every game because he just kind of scampers and gets out. He's a hard guy to bring down. So is Brock Purdy. That's why I'm taking the under. What about you?
I am also taking the under, and for the things you just said, the elusiveness of these guys, is it's not like next level. It's not like, oh my God, they're Lamar Jackson type stuff, but they have good pocket awareness, is what I'll say. Both of them do, and they are quick enough to get out of the way, basically. And I will take the under on that. Dave, one that I absolutely love here. So let me get to the first one. Which one would you rather have? The interception returned for a touchdown, that's plus 730, or the punt return or blocked for a touchdown, or any sort of block, so a block field goal, anything, for plus 1,600. Which one of those do you like more?
Pick six. I just the blocks returned for a touchdown. It's like one of those it's
like betting on safety. Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, it could happen. I'm not even so sure a pick six necessarily happens, but those are pretty decent odds, I guess. So yeah, I that's the direction I'd go there. What about you?
Dave, I'll go for the block. I don't know. I just think there's something about this game that weird, goofy stuff happens. Like, I don't know. I feel like for the plus 1,600, it would definitely be worth to throw down a little bit of cash. All right, Dave. What about this one? Patrick Mahomes to have 175 passing yards in each half. I know it's quite a bit, but could you see Patrick Mahomes having over 350 yards in this game?
No.
Oh,
nope.
Okay. All right.
Nope. I don't think so. And for some reason, I feel like this is going to be the Isaiah Pacheco. Like they're going to want to
The
establish
breakout
the.
game.
No, I'm not even calling it a breakout game, but I think the film is there, even recent film of I think Kansas City is going to want to establish a run, show that they can run, and I think that they can. To be quite honest with you, I mean he's there, David Montgomery. I think that they saw what happened when the Lions went away from that, and so I think that sounds very ambitious for Pat Mahomes against we saw Jared Goff do it, right? Like yes, you can throw for some yards on this defense. So I don't think it's a totally crazy take Pat Mahomes getting, 350 yards, but I don't see it happening just from a game plan standpoint, but who knows? What about you?
I would like it if it's just a regular over 350, but to have 175 yards in each half, you would almost need a couple big break touchdowns, which the 49ers don't typically give up. So I'm going to be on the other side of that one. All right, Dave. George Kittle versus Travis Kelce, heads up. So you can do these player matchups here. These are kind of cool. George Kittle to have more receiving yards than Travis Kelce. That's plus 180. Would you like that, Dave?
No. They just don't use Kittle enough. Like he can get touchdowns. I mean, he's one of the best tight ends in the game. Don't get me wrong, but I just think in the playoffs we know who Mahomes' safety blanket is, and it's Travis Kelce. So no, I don't love that one. What about you?
I'm gonna take George Kittle on this one. I think that they find ways, and I think that the 49ers defense, their linebackers are so athletic, dude. And I think they find a way to kind of take away Travis Kelce, the safety blanket, make you beat us with Rashee Rice and Marquez Scaldez Van. Help me out.
Just say MVS, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
MVS and whatever's left of Kadarius Toney. So, yeah, that's what I like in this one, Dave. And here's a question for those two together, though, because I want to stay right there. Over under 126 and a half receiving yards for them combined.
I like that one. I would take the over on that.
Yeah, me too. Obviously, that's even money, but that one feels like that could be fruitful for you. All right. Let's just do this is an interesting one too. Brock Purdy to have more rushing yards than Patrick Mahomes. He actually outrushed him. The Lions gave up the 52 or 53 rushing yards to Brock Purdy. He is plus 260 on that. Do you like Brock Purdy to have randomly more rushing yards than Patrick Mahomes?
It's possible. I don't love it. I think Pat Mahomes is. I mean, as will Brock Purdy, but I just see him they're going to put everything out there on the line, and I think that they're not going to have designed runs, but I think there's just going to be times where he's going to scamper out of the pocket and do basically what Brock Purdy did against the Lions a couple weekends ago. So, no, I don't love it, but I mean, yeah, I could see it, and especially with these quarterbacks too. I mean, all it takes is for one of these guys to make the right hole to cut into, and it's like, wow, that was a 32-yard rush by Brock Purdy, and it's like, okay, that can definitely change in a hurry. But no, I like Mahomes in that head-to-head. What about you?
Yeah, I like Brock Purdy in that one. I just think that he is going to have to be scrambling for life, and I think Brock Purdy actually plays a very good game this weekend. Okay, Dave. Here's a couple fun ones to end it. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion in this game?
Is Dan Campbell coaching? No. So I will say, you got odds on that? I'm just curious.
Plus 270 for a converted 2-point conversion.
I'd take it. It's happening.
That feels like if you could work that into a couple 2-3 legger, that could be very, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that, actually. What are you on, FanDuel?
Yeah,
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I'm on FanDuel. That's a plus 270.
Okay, all right.
So maybe give that one a look. And then I also like this one. Will both teams have the lead in the fourth quarter?
Oh, that's interesting. What's the odds on that?
Plus 250 on that one.
Hmm. I, ooh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily bet on it, but look, those are some saucy ones that if you're looking to toss your money somewhere, especially if you're, I mean, it's a Super Bowl, man. Toss $20 on there, see what happens, have some fun.
Plus, if you kind of work your money around, you got kind of stuff that you're looking at, and you're not just doing who's going to cover the spread and who's going to win the game money line type stuff. So, yeah, move your money around a little bit if you want to take $5 swings, $10 swings on this stuff.
Way more fun than Super Bowl squares. So,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. All right, Dave. This will be, let's do two more and then we'll be done. Either team to hit a game winning walk off field goal, plus 1,300.
Wow.
And you get both teams. Like, that's
Yeah. That's
pretty
an
good.
interesting one.
I like that one for sure.
Yeah. I like that too, especially because I do think it's going to be close. But a walk up, I don't know. I'd chicken out on that one, but I do like it.
Okay. And then we'll do the last one because I think these are really good odds too. And I think this is one you would definitely play if you were going to do the other one. Will both teams have the lead in the second half? That's a yes is plus 134.
Yeah, my thought is yes on that. So I like that.
I would absolutely do that too. And I don't know if you can work all of those into a parlay or not and try to hit a big one. But yeah, definitely have some fun this weekend if you're going to be